Yeah, it's Mary, and I just pushed the finish button, an error on my phone, and of course I'm just stopping at another location to do. I've been looking for this address, so I'm hoping I didn't copy it down wrong, but I just wanted to see this one particular house. It looked like it was kind of big. I saw it on one of the on the website, and I just wanted to take a look at it because, like I said, it looked like it was kind of big. Not sure, but the price looked like it was okay. And I'm just driving, and I can't find the address. Hey, Joyce. So I guess in a way, I guess I'm driving for dollars, but I didn't do a live yesterday. A lot going on, people, a lot going on. So I wanted to do one today. Actually, I'm gonna do another one later, but I am looking for this property and I just don't see it. It's in an area that I'm familiar with. However, the addresses are confusing me. So, I'll stop in a minute at somebody's house because it's some vacant properties all over the place, so that's not, but that's not the house that I'm actually looking for. Tomorrow, I'll be out looking at some houses and, squeezing a lot of things in my busy schedule tomorrow. Very, very busy. But I wanted to look at a couple houses tomorrow, and actually, because I can't find it. Oh, actually, here it is. Yeah, here it is. The windows aren't open, so I guess I can't see inside of it. But it looked like it was a pretty big house, and it's on the street. Actually, I like the house on this side better than the one I was about to show y'all. Look at this. Hold one moment. Let me transfer. I kind of like that house. Look, it's pretty big. Actually, it's two vacant houses in a row. This street, I thought it was more of a area which not tenants live, but I hadn't been on this street in a few years, so in saying that, maybe about 2 or 3 years ago, it seemed like it was more populated. I had a friend that stayed on this street, so I just wanted to take a look, but it's not really that bad. It's maybe about 4 or 5 vacant houses on this street, and I wanted to see this house and take a look at it. But it looks like it's pretty big. Actually, look, somebody looked like they're working on it, right? Shingles, so it might be owned by somebody, or somebody was working on it and they gave it a break. But it's not that bad of a house. Look, and you know me, I'll come back in somebody's backyard in a minute. Yeah, somebody probably is working on this house. Because look, the light is on. So maybe they started fixing the roof, re-shingling it, because it's actually a nice roof. And so they might be doing some work on it. Yeah, because it got a master lock right there, so somebody must have changed the lock box on it. But I had saw this house, so I guess somebody must have bought it. But look, nice size house. And I bet you they probably pay next to nothing on it. So I'm just going to go right next door. This house is also vacant property. The garage, the backyard is not as appealing as the other backyard was, but hey. So of course I'm not going back there. But you actually see inside this one. May have been squatters. Yeah, because it's decent sized house. But I'm just riding around the neighborhood, and like I said, there's not that many houses on the street that's vacant. But I just thought it was more property owners on this street. I had been, like I said, times change, and I've been on this street a couple years ago, and I just don't recall it being as many vacant properties as it is now. Somebody now owns this house because it looked like they're re-shingling the roof. But that's it. And actually, I see one down on the corner. Kind of curious about that one. You know me, when I'm curious, I go check it out. Look, somebody might own it or not, but I still go check them out. And you know, that's not investing in Detroit. You know, I went out yesterday, no, the day before, and I realized there was a lot of dumpsters in the yard going down this one street. And I'm looking at the fact that all these people are investing in Detroit. Because when you see the dumpsters, of course, that means that somebody is fixing it up. You know, they purchased the property, and now they're fixing it up. And I'm just realizing that we don't get it still in Detroit, you know, and we will one day, but today is not the day. But anyway, in saying that, like I said, I wanted to just ride around. I've been looking at some houses, and wow, I'm certain y'all don't want to see my car, but I just was looking at some houses, and I just I'm amazed at all the properties that they have. Tomorrow, I think it's an auction, so I'll be going there, probably looking at a couple of properties. I'm not going to be able to do the full one, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out a list and look at the properties that I'm going to have time. I'm going to mark them off. And I'm not going to look at everything tomorrow. I'm just going to write down a couple of properties that I may want to take a look at, or investors may want to invest in. They usually have some very good properties on there, so I'm going to do my due diligence tonight and look at the properties and go around and see if there's anything that, you know, the investors will want to invest in. I'm not gonna have the time tomorrow in which to just go and from property to property like I normally do. I try to hit as many as I can, but I'm not gonna be able to do that tomorrow. So maybe I have Ken Sean. I'll probably touch bases with Ken Sean. He's one of the members of my team, as well as Lawrence Anderson. He's also a member, and maybe they could go do some lives, you know, at some of the properties, so people could get an idea on what's going on in Detroit and see these properties. Cecil, of course, he's not training anymore. He shut that down on the 28th. But we're always looking for investors, you know, making money on your dollar, getting a good return on your money, you know. So if that's something you're like to do, is be an investor, you know, cash investor, then that would be great. But no, we're not training anymore. He's not doing any training, but you can invest, you know. It's better to have it invested and get a percentage back than put it in the bank and not get anything back. So in saying that, my battery is about to die, so I'm gone. Bye.